Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another fantastic episode on the Unleashing Potentials podcast. I'm your host, Bernadette. Joining me today is Midwest Country Boy. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? Praise the Most High.
I'm doing good. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for
You're
being
welcome.
honored to be here.
Yes, yes. Can you tell our listeners where in the world are you tuning in from?
Well, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but right now I'm in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about the weather here in Canada and then where you are. You said it's cold, but it doesn't sound like it's as cold as here.
Oh no, I'm gonna say this Kentucky weather kind of funny. I think tomorrow we'll get a little 3 inches of snow, whatever, but I mean that weather kind of funny, so
Oh, okay, okay.
not gonna lie, the weather kind of funny up and down.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, so to start this episode, can you tell us who you are, what you do, and how long you've been doing it for?
Well, like I say, my name is Midwest Countryboi, St. Louis, Missouri. I am a artist, producer, writer, business owner, also Gangsta Music Empire, and I've been doing music for I'm gonna say 12 years, but I've been back doing music for almost 2 years. I'm a proud father. I take time out for my be a father. So, and I'm also an actor. So I did I'm gonna say 3 movies and 3 commercials and 1 TV show right now. So I'm also doing Hollywood stuff also.
Mm, that's exciting. That's awesome. hmm
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much to unpack and so many questions that I have, which I think will help those who are watching and listening. You mentioned that you're a father. Let's talk about, being a parent, trying to juggle what we love and managing it. Because at times when we have kids, I have kids and I don't know where time goes. I can't find it sometimes. How do you stay on top of things and be a father at the same time?
That's a good question. As a father, I tell other young men who, have kids coming or want kids, like it's a beautiful thing and also a sad thing, especially who you have kids with. So for me as a man, I never go through up and down emotions in my life after I have my daughter. That's a roller coaster by itself. It's a beautiful thing, because not
Mhm.
everybody on this earth can
Mhm.
have a kid or create a kid. So
Yeah. 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 Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So what got you started into music and how old were you when you first started writing or singing?
oh man, that's a good question. At first I'm gonna say a freestyle and a battle rapper. I just did it just to did it, time on my hands, whatever. But over the time I got good and it was back in the day when you have to go to somebody's neighborhood versus social media so big. You got to go to them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I just come out to school or come to my house afterwards and whatever. So, it's a good thing. I think after my cousin died, he been dead for a decade. I started getting to a little music more. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
say after, like I say, I take time of
Mhm.
10 years to be a father with my daughter, and year 2020, I started back doing music. So I think it was a time for myself to come out,
Mhm.
and do it. At first, I been did it, but I didn't did it or had enough effort like I doing now. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good that you're back. How do you feel being
mhm.
back after taking a break?
Man, it's like I'm gonna say the music era changed
Oh, yeah.
from to real rap because I'm old school real rap versus a mumble rap versus this little kid stuff. Now, music had to change. That's to me. I think like every generation stuff
Mhm.
gonna change. But when stuff start getting ridiculous for me, it's like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
now it's a style now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 9 out of 10, like for me, and I'm gonna say new these new generation of rappers, we totally different because
Yeah.
even knowing that we rap about the same stuff almost, but
Hmm.
that actually put actually real crimes on the records, I think that's crazy to me. So
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
agree. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many different types of genre of music. Would you
yeah.
say that rap is, people kind of look down on it without understanding what it is about or the joy that people get from writing and singing it? What has been your experience when it comes to that?
I mean, that's a good question. Like for me, for a mega song,
Hmm.
I don't listen to my songs or my other songs probably for 2 or 3 weeks before I record because I don't want to copy nobody else's style or say what I did say in the previous song. And people like, because people catching up, people like, oh, you said that in the last song. Yeah, for to me, I mean, especially my style is I
Hmm.
will not change because of a person want me to. Because if I do this and it got me to here, I will not change nothing at all about my style, my style of music. Now I'm doing, I doing like gangster music, rap, and then R&B stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm like a balance out. I'm a balanced
Yeah.
person, so for me to rock in other music genres, I made different kind of rap. We got, regular rap, we got hardcore rap, gangster rap, then you got the drill, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So with different areas, especially hip hop and R&B and other, music, it take a toll. So I mean, people got different styles, different flavors, and different
Yeah.
personalities come to it. To me, I don't want to sound like nobody else but me,
Yeah.
original. So
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah. So there's different branches of rap, it sounds like from what you're expressing.
yeah,
I've heard of R&B and just different ones, but why are they different even though they're the same?
I mean, to me, it's like I think people nowadays trying to create something new or be out their little comfort zone. You know what I mean? And me, like, I got a song called "A Little Something." It's like old school R&B, and that's not out of my area. But at the same time, it's like what? When you listen to the beat and listen to what it's saying, then of course, like you understand it. So I think some people will try new things just to see how people will act, or some
Mhm.
people multi-talented try almost every genre and they nail it. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah. Who would you say is your hero? Someone you look up to as an artist?
oh man, one man I got on shirt now, Kendrick Lamar. I
Hmm.
mean, from the Midwest, I represent, West Coast also. Another one or late great DMX, uh,
Hmm.
Tupac, Biggie, Big L, Big Pun.
Yeah,
Then my cousin, Double O. So I mean, I got many more, but it's like
yeah.
I'm old school, so I'm gonna say some old school names and versus I'm gonna say late 2010 names also, like I say, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah, Tupac sounds very familiar. I, I
yeah,
I wasn't in his era, but he sure left a legacy that people are still talking about.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Even though Biggie got 2 albums, but he was crowned, the king of New York with 2 albums, and Tupac got more albums than him. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard about 50 Cents too.
Oh yeah, yeah, 50, yeah, shout out 50, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he to
Yeah.
me, I think he's the top 10 of moms, East
Mm.
Coast rappers. So
Yeah, yeah. So, question, what is with
mhm.
the name of how people call themselves as artists? How do they
Hmm.
choose it? I don't get it, but I find it really
Mhm.
cool. I just don't know their
Well,
process.
right, well, to me, my nickname used to be Little Al,
Mm.
because my dad Big Al. Then when I got older, people like you need to change it, you ain't little no more. So
Mm.
I'm like, okay, so I'm like, where, you know, my name,
Yeah.
and my thing is, where I got Midwest from the Midwest, St. Louis, and the country boy. I mean, are also country because people say that St. Louis is a country,
Yeah.
whatever. But my
Yeah.
mom's here from Mississippi, so that's country enough. And how I
Um,
talk, whatever. So I like, what? How about
yeah.
Midwest Country Boy or sometimes Country Boy for short. And I
Mhm.
take that and carry that.
Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. Yeah. What are some of the movies that you've been in? What are they about, and what was your role in them?
Well, this one movie is going to be out in March called The Queen of the Ring is about the first woman wrestler
Oh,
in the
nice.
ring from the 1970s, and I was in the actual background. I don't know
Mhm.
be in it, but I was on the set. So the
Yeah.
other movie, I'm say I can't say now because I contract with them, but I did, commercials also as a university, Southern University. I did commercial, and they hit like 1.9 million, and that's the highest views on
Wow.
YouTube. So yeah, and
Wow.
I did another commercial that energy come out soon. So yeah, lately I've been doing more Hollywood stuff versus music, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Take me to Hollywood.
yeah. So
That's so cool. That's really cool. Um,
mhm.
and you said you've been on TV shows as well, or what were those the
I,
commercials you're talking about?
yeah, I mean this like I said on commercial Selman University, it was a
Mm,
technical course or whatever they have a school on
hmm
YouTube one night. Then this other one called Dad Energy about to come out
hmm
soon. So I mean, and I think about did this another one called Safe on Store. It's about this a black woman actually own it and trying to launch it to
hmm
what happened in Mississippi last year of the black man got hanged, saying app saying
hmm
where this is safe for you and where's not to go, where to go, stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think she's still doing it and it ain't dropped yet. So I did it last year, but I mean I got
Oh,
more
wow.
projects coming. So
You're busy.
yeah.
Do you like
Yeah.
to stay busy?
Yeah, to me, I'm gonna say, like when you have a goal, right? No matter in life, in
Hmm
order to do it and say it, because most people like, I want to do this, do that, but they ain't, show it. And for to me, it's like when I have a vision or something and I
Yeah.
want to do something, I do it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, say, I'm a father, I
hmm
work a lot, then plus the other stuff I'll be doing. So it's like to me, I
Yeah.
never I can't handle something only it's not overwhelming me. So,
hmm
but every time I book something or like I say somebody call me, I make sure I have equal time for a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah. 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 That's awesome. Take me through the process of how you write. Let's say you're writing one song. How do you start writing it? Where do you get inspiration from, and who inspires you to write?
I'm gonna say like I said my thought because like I say I'm gonna say Tupac say the best because I'm a freestyle. Tupac say it's easy. All you need is a hook on
Mm,
it.
yeah.
Then the rest is freestyle. So to me, if I know what the hook gonna be, and
hmm
the rest of it's just freestyles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll tell you if I listen to the song and then put words together in my head,
hmm
and then when I actually record it turned out better.
Yeah. And you also produce your own songs?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I have
okay.
me and my team produce and other I'm gonna say
Mhm.
producers also that I'm with.
Oh, okay, okay. I know some organization or artists, they work with younger generations or younger kids to teach them either about rapping, the history. Is that something you've been thinking about or already have been doing? Like teaching kids how to write?
Yeah, I'm gonna say um I do got, these new generations of, kids and new artists saying,
Hmm
what I mean, do you and don't try to copy nobody. Just know, do you, if you ain't game banging, talk about that. If if it's like I like rap, I got more talking about guns and drugs and this and this, go ahead and, talk about it, even knowing that it's big and almost every company want to hear that. But if
Yeah.
you want to talk to more about what happened in your community and stuff like that, no matter, and I did. my last album I did, my first album I did, called Midwest Legend Volume One, I did Lord Forgive Me. At that time, I put everything what happened around the world around us, even though with COVID, this and this, into one song, put my view on things.
Yeah.
So, we gotta, like I say, ain't gotta be guns and drugs, get money. So like that can be other things also. So
Yeah.
I told them this: be you, be original, and don't try to copy what everybody else doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, just to stay authentic. And I think at times fear hold people back and pressure and judgment from society. So I love that you put that way. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you'd like for my audience to know?
Um, I mean, you say a bunch of things stuff like that. And I appreciate you. I mean,
Yeah.
so like how I started rapping is my name, in my city. So I mean, like
Mhm.
I'm from the city. I mean, when Nelly Ching is Quan, All Star, even Sexy Red. But I think Sexy Red off Sexy Rules. But anything else is like, for to me, it's like way I got to hip hop and music. I love music in general, especially, blues. I'm listening to almost all genre movies. It's not for hip hop, R&B, blues, jazz, and everything else. So, I
Mhm.
mean, my thing is to the people, like, if you inspire yourself, no matter it's music or movies, or whatever, and you got a mindset to do it, just remember, it's a lot of people who do the same thing as you. But
Yeah.
what make you different from the rest of
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Well
them?
said. Yeah, definitely. Um, when it comes to copyright, can you touch on that a little bit? Because we're talking about to be
Yeah.
authentic and original. How does that work within the music industry? Because I don't know. I have no idea how it would work.
Yeah, copyrights. I mean, when I'm gonna say this, when I did a freestyle, right, a remix of my song, I put
Mhm.
this remix. But 9 out of 10, how the record company is these days, you know what I mean? Like greedy, whatever. It's like me remix somebody's song or just freestyle. 9 out of 10, they're gonna say, "Oh, you can't put this out because this is copyrighted because the actual original song."
Mhm.
But I mean, that's how I'm gonna say keep money in their pockets from that song versus yours. So when I put out, because I put on my stuff on all platforms, but on YouTube, that started to do it even more because, like I say, put more money in their pockets versus somebody else. So 9 out of 10, if you do a freestyle, it might get monetized on YouTube, but everybody else is not though. So when I have my distribution and I put the remix on everybody else, it's cool because I put it out as a remix versus a real song, so nobody can sue me. I think our 10 is kind of up
Yeah.
and down,
Yeah.
especially remixes versus
Mhm.
um, especially a person doing a regular original song and
Yeah.
put a name on it. 9 out of 10, a name probably took it, or already know they got
Mhm.
different kind of names, and different whatever. So I think now times it's just I'm gonna say the true thing of people,
Mhm.
especially when higher artists versus underground artists.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's some nice underground artists that do it and they'll get recognized versus big artists that record companies handle for and they got to do nothing more mainstream.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Where else can people check out your music and movies and things that you've been working on?
Well, like I said, my IG is Midwest Country Boy. At that, my IG Midwest Country Boy 314. Facebook Midwest Country Boy, but it's like 314
Hmm.
without the I. So I
Yeah.
mean, I put everything in context. You know what I mean? Me and my company owner almost daily, new projects, music, stuff like that. Let people know what's coming out this year.
Yeah, yeah. That was my next question. What's coming up?
Yeah, I'm working.
What's
Yeah,
next?
I'm working on my second solo album right now. So I have, I'm gonna say, few, and I just dropped a EP last year called St. Louis Worst Nightmare 2.
Mm,
I do that. that people get ready for the album. To me, like back in the day, was somebody drop a mixtape, then like 5, 6 months an album. So I'm going back on the old tricks like that. Drop an EP, then drop an album later on down the line. So yeah, I'm about to get ready to do my second sophomore album.
Wow. You're very
Mm.
busy and you're staying busy. And the best way to stay busy is to love what you're being busy about. What's keeping you busy is to love it. Hmm.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like I say, to me, I think when people ask me like, you love doing it, I'm like, I love music. I mean, I'm gonna say the time and effort, stuff like that. And I know like my music or what I say or my style, some people gonna get it, some people gonna like it, some people don't. I mean that's life in
Oh,
general.
it
Some
is.
people gonna
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean that's people gonna like it, people don't. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, though, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? Because like I say, I'm a battle rapper freestyle. I'm gonna give the people what they want every time I speak. There's gonna be some top lyricists versus say one thing and then the rest of the song you're like
Hmm.
he say that one hot line, the rest of the song is no good. So I mean, I put my all on it. If I release something,
Hmm.
like I'm gonna make sure 100%, like I'm confident in it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So my first album I did, I was nervous. Like I said, it was led by I was nervous. So but I did the best I can, released it, and people
Hmm.
started liking, some people don't. So I'm like, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
it's just like that, sometimes like you said, it's a fear, but I
Hmm.
mean, if you know as a person, you understand like how this world works. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, it's like don't let I'm gonna say that negativity or the criticism stop you from doing what you want. Because
Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, that will make you better in the long
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just
run.
just do it because
Mm-hmm.
not everyone's gonna like it. It's
Right.
always gonna be that way. I always tell people, people are not gonna like what you do. Doesn't mean it's wrong. They're not gonna like the success. Doesn't mean you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have it. They're not gonna like the impact you're making. Doesn't mean you shouldn't make it, right? So I love your advice on that. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. I have, I think, one question. Could be more, depends.
You're right.
What is, I asked every guest that question, and there's no right or wrong. What is the meaning of life for you?
Actually, I'm gonna say life is a gift, right?
Hmm.
And I'm put this in a way that I talk to young people or people in general, like life is a gift, right? Now you see death around us and stuff like that. So you gotta cherish it more. You know what I mean? No matter, if the good and the bad, you know what I mean? Because to me, in my life, you know what I mean, I was thinking about, the what if part and stuff like that. I didn't like my life. But you had to chose daily what you do with your life. From you hit 18, you is 100% control of whatever you do. So I tell these kids about to be grown that you hit 18, everything you do, you have to make the best choice for you. Because if you make the best choice and you be wealthy, whatever it is you do, somebody ain't gonna like it. No matter whatever choice you pick in life, some people don't like it. Some people will envy you, no matter if it's a good or bad choice.
Yeah.
Also, so I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta cherish your life because you got one. Because, like I say, I mean, like DMS say, when you die young, you die sad. You know what I mean? I seen it, kids die young, and it was like, it ain't gotta be that way, but they influenced by the music or what they sing of live free or die young for it. I never understand, but I tell
Mhm.
people cherish your life, man. Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing, when you cherish people around you, life, love, kids, whatnot. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
mm,
So as we wrap up, is there anything else you want to
mm.
share that we didn't get to talk about?
I don't know. I guess like I say to his word, then to your podcast stuff like that. I tell people, man, there's a lot of negative stuff out there, and I tell people stay positive. So
Yeah.
now I tend it's hard to stay positive if you're negative. but it's a training mind thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Especially every day. So if you know how to self control and be focused and stay positive with stuff that's negative, 9 out of 10 you will beat most people don't want to be or can't be by having a self control mind frame.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Midwest Country Boy, for coming on the podcast, for sharing your journey and your passion, and for inspiring generations, and for bringing back the old, because we need it, if that makes sense.
Oh
Old
yeah,
school, the old school. Thank you.
thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.